Alleged ringleader of a nationwide catalytic converter theft ring appearing in a Tulsa County courtroom today. Tyler Curtis is charged with a 40-count indictment. Here's News Channel 8's Mackenzie Richmond with more details of the operation and the Oklahoma connection.
The first ever nationwide takedown on catalytic converter theft happened on Wednesday.
We're talking $545 million worth of catalytic converter thefts. We executed 32 warrants, 9 different states, and we had 13 defendants that were unsealed in the Northern District of Oklahoma.
The 13 defendants in Oklahoma, including Curtis, received felony charges on conspiracy, receipt of stolen property, and money laundering. 9 other states were involved, but a large portion of this catalytic theft operation happened in Oklahoma, accounting for 13 of the 32 charges. The investigation began after Tulsa Police Department realized that over the course of 1 year, catalytic converter theft went up 700% in Tulsa.
The Tulsa Police Department brought that to the Department of Justice with this, saying we think it's bigger than just property theft.
HSI, FBI, and the IRS got involved on the investigation, which led to the massive indictment against the individuals. Tulsa Police Department Chief Wendell Franklin says this case is in fact much more than just property theft.
In the course of this investigation, we've learned of homicides that were committed because of this type of theft. We've learned of drug activity.
They found the men behind the operations were shipping the converters to an auto shop in New Jersey. Johnson says 3 of the ringleaders received over $60 million in wire transfers from the stolen catalytic converters.
There are heavy metals inside of them: platinum, palladium, rhodium. These things actually have a black market value over $1,000 an ounce. They're more than gold.
The investigation is ongoing in the other 9 states. But as for here in the District of Northern Oklahoma, the individuals have all had their initial appearances and plan to lead it to trial.
That was Mackenzie Richmond reporting. Now, Tulsa Crime Stoppers has been running an Etch to Protect program since the summer. The hope there is that thieves might be deterred if the car's VIN number is etched into the catalytic converter. The alleged.
So this indictment came in November 2nd of 2022. This is on the Department of Justice's website. This is a news release. Just a few things I want to read on here. It was a $545 million catalytic converter theft ring. Arrests, searches, and seizures took place in California, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Nevada, North Carolina, and Virginia. In total, 21 individuals in 5 states have been arrested and are charged for their roles in the conspiracy. Law enforcement seized millions of dollars in assets, including homes, bank accounts, cash, and luxury vehicles. The indictment was in 2 states. It was in California and in Oklahoma. In the California case, Tu Su Vang, Andrew Vang, and Monica Moua, all of Sacramento, California, allegedly operated an unlicensed business from their personal residence in Sacramento, where they bought stolen catalytic converters from local thieves and shipped them to DG Auto Parts, LLC in New Jersey for processing. The Vang family allegedly sold over $38 million in stolen catalytic converters to DG Auto. Now these defendants, Navin, Tina, Daniel, Shai, and David Wright Ishu, all of New Jersey, operated DG Auto in multiple locations in New Jersey. They knowingly purchased stolen catalytic converters and through a decanning process, extricated the precious metal powders from the catalytic core. DG Auto sold the precious metal powders it processed from California and elsewhere to a metal refinery for over $545 million. Now, I just want to repeat this. These 3 people right here, these two are brothers. I'm not sure who this is. This might be their mom. I don't know. They're from Sacramento, California. They used their home as a collection site for the stolen catalytic converters. They sold these catalytic converters to DG Auto in New Jersey for $38 million, which is crazy amount. But all of these people own DG Auto in New Jersey, and they took that $38 million in catalytic converters and turned it into $545 million. So they spent $38 million and they made over a $500 million profit off of stolen catalytic converters, which is it's just crazy. It's a crazy amount. Now, in the Oklahoma case, they say, according to court documents, together the defendants bought stolen catalytic converters from thieves on the street, then resold and shipped them to DG Auto in New Jersey for processing. Over the course of the conspiracy, defendant Tyler James Curtis received over $13 million in wired funds from DG Auto for the shipment of catalytic converters and received over $500,000 from Capital Cores for catalytic converters. Defendant Adam G. Sharkey received over $45 million in wired funds from DG Auto, and defendant Martinez received over $6 million in payments from DG Auto for catalytic converters. In all these incidents, most of the catalytic converters sold to DG Auto were stolen, and DG Auto knew or should have known that when they paid for them. These are all the people in the Oklahoma case. All of these departments here are all of the police departments, the highway patrol, the federal departments all over the country that were involved in taking these people down. There was a little bit that I wanted to show you guys. This is the indictment in Oklahoma. I believe it's a 40-count indictment, but I just wanted to show you the money that these people were moving around. So these are withdrawals that T. Curtis made from a bank account. He was making withdrawals like every few days. So on March 24th, 2021, he withdrew $30,000. 5 days later, he withdrew $50,000. The same day, he withdrew another $50,000. Then on a few days later, on the 5th of April, he withdrew $250,000. You know, a month later, he withdrew $100,000. Like every couple of days, they were withdrawing 20, 30, 40, 50,000 like it was nothing. They were doing this for years. Let me show you some of the bigger ones here. This is payments to T. Curtis, I believe. Yeah, no, this was coming from DG Auto and it was going to T. Curtis and Kenna. These are all one bank account right here that was receiving all of these wires, and these bank accounts on the originating accounts, these were all from DG Auto. So on March 25th, 2021, DG Auto paid $140,000. Then like 6 days later, they paid $200,000. And the next month, they paid $150,000 on April 26th. Then on April 28th, they paid $300,000. In October 29th, they paid $286,000, $499,000, $649,000. And 4 days before that, it was $100,000. And 2 days before that, it was $50,000. I mean, these people were moving around hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a week for years, between like a dozen different people at least. They were making crazy amounts of money. I believe this is the indictment in California, and it has the same stuff. Like this person, there was some Tu Su Vang, one of the people who had the collection house for these catalytic converters in California, was going to the bank all the time, withdrawing like $10,000 from different banks in the same day. So on or about November 5th, 2019, Vang withdrew 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 from 3 different banks. Bank of America, it looks like. The same bank account, but they went to different banks. And then I don't know why they would do the 10,000. They must have thought that wouldn't have raised the red flag, but it did. Like all these transactions is the same person going to the same banks. Look, 5001 Laguna Boulevard. This is December 26th and December 27th. 500 Laguna Boulevard, Bruceville Road. I mean, they were going to this person was going to the bank like every day, withdrawing 10,000 from 3 or 4, sometimes 5 different banks. This is on top of the wire transfers, and I mean, they was just moving around crazy amounts of money. These is wire transfers. 2 wire transfers for $423,000. They was just playing around with this money like they would never get caught. $1.2 million wire transfer. Another $1.2 million wire transfer. This is another video that shows a little bit one of the person's home that I think they seized and raided. Then some of the catalytic converters that the DG Auto had.
Look at how the FBI busted a huge nationwide theft ring.
Authorities say some of the stolen catalytic converters in the scheme were shipped from Minnesota. Michael George reports.
Federal agents swooped into this New Jersey mansion, part of a coordinated nationwide takedown of a crime ring trafficking in stolen catalytic converters. The Justice Department says 21 people were arrested in 5 states for their roles in the conspiracy, including 13 in Oklahoma.
I see huge trucks, guys with, assault rifles or, guns drawn and shields and apprehending some guys. And so after that, it's just, it's been nonstop police presence.
It can take less than a minute for thieves to slide under a vehicle and steal its catalytic converter. The devices are part of the exhaust system, converting toxic gas into safer emissions. They also contain precious metals, and the price on the black market can top $1,000 each. The FBI says the stolen converters were shipped to a New Jersey company, which extracted the metals and sold them to a refinery, cashing in for more than $545 million. Hector Ramos works near that New Jersey shop and saw the flow of deliveries.
Box trucks coming in and out, and that's it.
With the price of metals on the rise, thefts have exploded, soaring more than 1,200% since the pandemic. More than a third happened in California, where in 2021, about 1,600 converters were reported stolen each month. Hey, yo! Earlier this year, David Summer caught 2 thieves in the act at his Los Angeles home.
My security camera alerted me that someone was out front.
The FBI hopes this week's arrests will put the brakes on future thefts, saying too many innocent car owners have paid the price. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
So that's it, guys. Be sure to hit that like button. Drop a comment below if you want to let me know what your thoughts is on this case. It's $545 million catalytic converter fraud. Nobody has ever did it at that level. I mean, just think about all of the thousands of people that had to replace their catalytic converters. Like, I don't even know how these people thought this was cool, but, all of them got caught, and pretty sure most of them are going to go to the federal prison for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.